is anybody doing what they wanted to do as a kid when they were 6? I don't remember what I wanted to do when I was 6. That's good for you. There are some. But when I got to be about 11, 12, I got really into film music, and I got really into film. And by the time I was an early teenager, I really wanted to do filmmaking. And I discovered I loved to write, and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to be Steven Spielberg. And I went to film school. And before I did that, though, I went off and got a bachelor's in speech communication, so that was helpful. But then I went to film school. I got a film degree with a concentration in producing. I went to LA. I worked in film for about 6 months. Stayed out there another year, came back, started working in PR. And I worked in an agency, and then I worked for a National Trade Association, and now I work for a corporation. I work for a construction company. And I love talking to people and saying, oh, I have a film degree, and people go, well, you don't use it. I said, well, actually, I disagree. I think I use it every day because filmmaking is storytelling. That's what it is. And some of us are even using video more now in what we do as communicators, but you don't have to be using video to tell stories. And for what I did too, I studied producing especially, and that's all doing the stuff we do. That's running events, organizing people, doing things on no money or on low budgets. So there's a lot of those skills that I take and I use. But one of the things about I like about that story is, and one of the things I like about what I'm doing now is my career's continued to change. I've thought about recently, even in the last year or two, like, am I still really doing PR? I'm to a point where the last year or so I've gotten to do more and more strategy, and I'm getting into vision. Just launched our first corporate vision and mission ever at my company last November. That's a huge deal. So I'm, as I go, I'm sort of like going over here and going over here. And today I was researching social psychology. I was a psych minor in college and trying to fold that in. Last year I thought, oh, maybe I really want to go back and get a master's in industrial organizational psychology, and that would be awesome. And I don't have 20 hours a week to do a master's program. I have a 3-year-old. But you never know where stuff's going to take you. And the Smash and Mash is about not being fixated on a task or a milestone. Be fixated on your vision. And your vision doesn't necessarily have to be Steven Spielberg. Your vision is, what do you want? What makes you happy? What do you enjoy doing? One of the things I used to ask people when I was looking at jobs was, what do you do all day? Well, I work on no. Like, are you on the phone? Are you in an office? Are you walking around? Do you like that? What you like today is not what you may like in 5 or 10 years. So you have to be open-minded. If you get really restricted on, well, my goal is X, well, that's great. And that might be your goal and work for you at 20, and it might work for you at 40 and 60, but it might not. And you have to be able to say to yourself, is this still making me happy? Is this work for me? Is it what I want to do? Or do you need to quit and go play tennis? Take up tennis. Sometimes you gotta bunt. Sometimes you gotta do something else.